Welcome to The Royalty, where reality TV strategy meets unfiltered truth. Hosted by a trio of reality TV royalty, Tiffany Mitchell, Derek Big D Frazier, and Hannah Chada. This is The Royalty, exclusively on the Heavy Crown Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back, of course, to the Royalty on the Heavy Crown Network. And if you guys don't know, you need to like, subscribe, and comment. If you guys don't know by now, my name is Derek F. I go by Big D, not the little one, the biggest in the room. And I was on Big Brother 23, and...
What's up, guys? My name is Hannah. You may know me as Chada, and I did Big Brother with these two, meaning Tiffany and Big D, and I was just on The Amazing Race season 38.
And I am Tiffany Monique Mitchell, and I am from Big Brother 23 with these two. Also, this current season of the Traitor season 4, and a nice little honorable mention to the Challenge USA season 1 and 2 and reindeer games. But that's not important. The important thing tonight is that we have a very special guest. And let me introduce our guest. Tonight's special guest is a standout reality TV legend with grit, heart, and a game resume like no other. She first won over fans on Survivor season 44, where she battled through tribal politics, challenges, and fire making to make the final 3 to cement herself as a fierce competitor. But she didn't stop there. In the Traitor season 3, she stepped into a whole new game as one of the traitors and finished in 8th place after a dramatic run in the castle. She is brilliant, bold, and unforgettable. And joining us tonight with her unfiltered take on reality TV, life, strategy, and everything in between, please welcome Carolyn Wiger.
Okay, like that's making me really feel like, wow, that's really good. The way you do those.
I
That's
know.
Carolyn, we've actually never done that before for anyone
Anybody?
else, so I'm kind of shocked. Like,
That's like really like I'm almost feeling like, wow, I'm way like you're making me feel way cooler than I am.
You just are,
thank
but
you.
that is
No, it's
thanks.
true.
That's thanks to our production Heavy Crown production manager. We have someone getting our guest resumes together, and I must send a thank you. And you know, if we want to reveal who that person is, you go right on ahead. I'm just the reader.
No, we
I'm
have
like
a production and 2 interns at this Heavy Crown Network. But Carolyn, we love you. So I'm like, hey, we got to make sure we get you. Yes.
See, I still have that. No, I'll stop because then people are like, why does she not believe in herself? And then when I start believing in myself, then people will be like, you just think you're too good. And it's
Me
like,
and Carolyn feel the same way about people. I be feeling the same way. Honestly, I think people hear me and be like, "No, why are you saying that? Don't nobody say that about you." That's how I feel. But I know that they do. I know that you do get shit from people. But it's almost like I feel like I want to tell you how people tell me, like, fuck those people. It doesn't matter.
And girl, can I also say this? Girl, you look good, girl.
You do look good.
You look good.
Are you saying that because I just said that about my stroke face?
No.
No, even just we talked about that.
He wasn't even here. He wasn't even here. You know what though? You know what's funny?
I was changing my shirt.
Am I?
Carolyn is much. I mean, you're beautiful, Carolyn, on screen, but she is way sexier and way hotter in person.
Yes.
In person,
Yes.
I didn't know like she was as tall as she is. Yeah, if you would have came to Over the Edge like I asked and begged you to, then you could have met a lot of other people.
I met Carolyn at a Survivor event.
You wanted to have
that. Yeah, I looked like shit back then.
No, even after that, I feel like I saw you after that.
No, she was at that Survivor event. I mean, she was at that Over the Top looking amazing. She had on her Halloween Christmas costume. I said, I don't know what holiday we celebrating, but Carolyn brought them all. She said,
no,
I'm an elf for Halloween.
I had my shit on, and it's like, that's what everybody says when they meet me in person, that, wow, you're a lot better looking than you were on TV. And it's like, because I'm not cast to be the beauty queen, and I'm not cast, and that's the truth. Like, and
she said, but in real life, I'm a beauty queen though.
Yeah,
she came up in there with them fishnet stockings and them stiletto heels. She said, pump stiletto in the club.
That's it though. You like you're better at that than I am. Like you are, but like, how the hell do you do it? Like, do y'all go every year?
Oh,
event?
You know what? I think Big Brother prepares
Mm-mm.
us for the world. Like, if you
Yeah.
are able to process it properly, like we had a good season, we had a good experience. So we were able to come out and just like have the opportunity to meet fans and enjoy it. Sometimes things can get a little overwhelming, but Carolyn, Black people ain't used to be in love so much, so we had to accept it.
Ugh, I'm running.
Said I've been in love all my
I'm
life.
running from
I
it.
was running from it. I didn't need that.
It's overwhelming, and because I feel like I am such a that relatable person, or that person that a lot of people will open up to. It's like sometimes it just takes a lot of my energy, and so
It does
because
take a
again,
lot of energy. It does.
it's a lot of energy, and I do have a heart, and then it's like I want to talk to people, and it ain't like they got anybody there who's actually handling the line.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you'll have somebody who stops for 15 minutes, or for so it
Yeah.
just gets to be. I ran to the middle of the parking lot and I had a little cry because I couldn't handle it anymore. I needed a break.
There's nothing to really prepare you. And then I think for me, it's always like not wanting to disappoint somebody because they have this perception of who I am. And then you meet me in person and I don't really want to let you down. So I'm like, the less I say, the better your chances of you leaving still feeling like I love Tiffany.
Well, I gotta have, because I'm just or people just look at me and they're like, I can tell you're overwhelmed. And I'm like, yeah. And then I just because I can't be on all the, it's too hard.
It's a lot.
But the thing is, you don't have to.
Yeah, they don't
And
expect
I
you
don't think
to. They
anyone
just want you
should
to be you.
expect you to.
Mhm.
Exactly. And to be quite honest, it's not, I don't think 100, 200 years ago, anyone could have fathomed one person getting attention from hundreds of thousands, millions of people. That is not normal. And then with social media, you just exacerbate that even more. And so you take the time you need, you take the space you
Yeah.
need. I don't think, give yourself grace, and I think other people will give you grace too.
Yeah, they understand.
Get it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get
Okay.
into this episode of The Traitors Season 4, Episode 10. What's up, Big D?
No, of course. I forgot to tell us what we were talking about. They're like, Carolyn's here, but what are we talking about?
It looks like Survivor. We're going to
to
have to bring you back for Survivor too, Carolyn. Do you watch
Yeah,
Survivor?
we excited for 50?
Yes. Are you?
Yeah.
Y'all watching 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be covering it. Will you be watching 50 or no?
Let me
You be right back. We'll be right
let
We'll
me
be
just
right here.
check this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
shut
no
it.
worries.
Nah, Carolyn should have been
Dude.
back. She should
Yeah,
have
of
been.
course. Yeah, but
Okay, that's another story, Carolyn.
I'm just done with it, and it keeps popping up now because obviously it's the cast is, but it's I'm over it. And
Were you
even the
supposed to
people that-
go?
I was cut, and so yeah, of course I had an emotional moment where I was like, call me, and I was going off. I was going off for a little bit, but I calmed back down, and so it's if anyone knows me, I'm an emotional person,
Mhm.
and I feel it, and then I calm down, so I'm over it now.
Carolyn, are
But
you a
now
Cancer?
What?
Are you a Cancer?
I wish. I'm a Capricorn.
I wish you was a Cancer too. You got to be a Capricorn. I'm just messing with you.
I love Capricorns.
Capricorn
Wait,
ain't me.
Carolyn, are you a December or January?
January. Is that
Can I
better?
guess your birthday?
Yes, please.
Are you January 6th, 10th, or 16th?
I know.
You said
But
the
close.
13th?
Oh,
Oh,
8th?
it's the 1st.
No.
12th?
Nope.
Damn, we just said all of them. The
Yeah.
5th? Are you January 5th?
No, she's probably the 22nd or 23rd.
6th? 7th?
No, she's the 7th.
9th.
She's
She's
the
the 9th.
9th.
It only took us 30
okay.
days.
I know.
I was
we went
really
through all the
impressed.
She
days.
was like, oh God, are y'all going to get it? You wanted us to get it so bad. She's like,
Yes. Tell me something good.
so what kind of psychics are y'all?
Yeah. Tell me.
Is there
You know
something good about
me?
Yeah, is there something good about January 9th Capricorns?
No, nothing.
I don't know anything about January 9th, but what I will say is, as a Taurus, all of my close people are Capricorns, Leos, and Tauruses. So I love a
cool.
Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, Carolyn's like, I don't. Okay. Oh, guys,
Oh.
we are here
All right.
to talk about Traitors, of
Here we are.
course. So,
Oh, yes. I
Tiffany,
forgot.
just so you guys know the rundown, because we
Do
see
you
the
have to?
comments, we're
You can't
listening.
let them figure it out. We got to tell all our business. All right. It's okay, because they're going to talk about, well, she stopped you, Big D, because he talked too much.
No, Big D's been so quiet recently. I feel like
No, I
the
don't mean
comments have scared him.
I don't mean talk a lot. I mean reveals things that ain't everybody's business. So
Production, make sure you cut her mic.
Wait, you guys, production.
I know that.
Okay, before we get into the episode, is it okay if we just ask Carolyn a couple questions about her Traitors
Good.
experience?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. Well,
I'm
Carolyn,
sorry. I don't know what
you
I'm
were
doing.
obviously selected to be a traitor, and we saw during your season the turret was very tumultuous because you had so many strong personalities and strategic people up there who were constantly conflicting. I guess, why did you want to be a traitor, and at what point did you think, I don't want to be a traitor anymore?
I just said that at the end. I did want to be a traitor. I just didn't want to be a traitor with the people that I was with. When I watched Traitor season 2, Survivor for me was so emotional, and it was so just like heavy and deep. And I had so much personal shit. Can we swear here? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had so much shit in my life going on that, like, when I got the call for season 3, I was so freaking excited. And I truly looked at it as like, I'm going to go out there. We're going to be like bopping around. This is a super just campy show. It's going to be silly. It's going to be fun. More than anything, it's going to be fun. Because when you watch, even with season 2, I remember watching that housewife, Tamara. She was crying in her confessional. And I remember watching her and being like, "Does people cry on this show?" That's like, what? And so when I talked to Sandra, I was like, Sandra, is this show like, are y'all like actually getting to know each other? Or is it just a bunch of bullshit, or is it just small talky? Because if I play these games, I can't actually connect with people. Otherwise, it's hard for me to like do what I have to do. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
So perfect. I'm not going to know who any of these celebrities are.
Nice.
I can just kind of disconnect that way, but just do enough to whatever. Because Sandra's like, yeah, I was always falling asleep in the cars when people were talking about personal stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'll do that too. And anyway, so I go out there and it was just so serious right away. And that's what I wasn't prepared for, because truly I did want to just bop around and have fun. And I was craving the just like more goofiness. I did not expect like in a million years for like Bob the Drag Queen to be like, we need to be like so strategic, and like, and again, you can be strategic, but you can still have fun. And I feel like the way my brain works as well, it takes me a minute to process things. And obviously, Danielle and I in the turret, we just were not on the same page.
Yeah.
We didn't like respect each other clearly. But I felt like outside of the turret, I was like, girl, I thought we were getting along. So I feel like we just talked better one-on-one, but it was like the turret, we put those cloaks on and a different person came out. So I did want to be like,
Sorry.
Like, I prepared, like, I literally, every time I met with production, anything, I was wearing my cloak. I had a cat. Like, I was like, make me a traitor. Girl.
Oh, you brought a cloak to Scotland with you in your room?
No.
Correct me. Oh.
I did. I slept in a cloak. I manifested it. But anytime I met with, like, I think we had like the 2 calls with like meeting the people who were going to go, the production people. I had a cloak on each time. I'm like, get to know it. So I prepared. I was like, I made sure anytime I talked to any of them, I was like, I want to be a traitor. And I just really wanted to, but I didn't want it to be that serious. So when I saw those housewives all like at first on your season, I was like, because that's what I wanted. I wanted to be with housewives in the turret. I did.
Yeah. Damn.
It's
You
all
said
good,
wrong
but-
season.
And Carolyn, another question for you. If you could have, I guess, manifested your ideal turret, who would you have selected to be traitors with you instead of the cards you were dealt?
Gabby for sure. So Gabby,
okay.
Honestly, Tom Sandoval, I don't like him anymore. Like, he's just so goofy, and I just love that
So
goofy
goofy.
energy. So, like,
Yeah.
probably a
Yeah.
Tom, like, if I'm thinking back then, it would be
Yeah.
like a Tom
Mhm.
energy. I just like the randomness.
Did you say you
Again,
don't like him anymore?
no, I can't stand his ass. But
Why? What happened?
Oh.
just like,
Is
like
he
like
Sandoval-y?
you. This is where, like, when people say like, "Hey, this person is a narcissist," or "This person is,"
Oh,
it's just like, girl, listen. And I always like try to give people the benefit of
yeah,
the
me
doubt,
too.
and it's like, for what? Like, for what? I kept your dumb ass alive for idiot. So
I kept your dumb
he's a
ass
lot.
alive,
I should have killed
and
you
you
when
didn't
I
even
had the
pray to
chance.
me, and I kept you alive.
Last
But
question. Just last question from me. Who do you still keep in contact with from your season?
Well, not for lot Tam Sandoval.
Yeah. Sandoval.
that was the craziest. That was literally. Someone did a video on it. It's crazy. I just don't want to. Ugh, okay.
Okay.
God, I would say so. Like, obviously, like at first, you talk to. I feel like, well, not even I did not talk to everyone, but I feel like right when it ends, it's like you're keeping in contact with certain people. God, now, Brittany, I still talk to Wes. I'll check in with Gabby. Other than that, like, who else was on my season? I haven't
That's
talked
it.
to.
Mhm.
You guys
That's
don't
it.
have a Traitors group chat? No, I'm just kidding.
Can
Y'all?
you imagine?
Well, there's a
Well,
Faithfuls
we
group
have a
chat
big
that
brother.
Yeah, we do
There-
have a big brother
there's
I
group
a
could
chat.
see again. Yeah.
I just got added to the Faithfuls group chat like a couple weeks ago. I didn't even know they had a Faithfuls group chat. Dorinda had to tell me. She's like, "You're not in it?" She's like, "Oh, I'm going to add you." And I was like, "Oh, I wonder who started this group chat that I'm not in." Can you guess?
Who did?
Hmm.
Who? Can we find out?
It was the Faithful of the Faithfuls.
Who? Colton?
Uh-huh.
No, it was not. He's
Yes, it
actually
was
in a
too.
group chat.
He started it.
Who's in? People are in it?
I wasn't, but I am in it now. Hello, bitches.
I like, girl, you don't want to be in that. No offense. I mean, I'm
They ain't
just
talking about shit. Just what they ain't it's dead. It's dead like the
of course
Faithful.
it is. I went out there, like, this is how I went out there, and I love Natalie's, like, belief with this too. It's like, we couldn't be more different. Who am I missing that I still keep in contact with? Like, and again, it's like few and far, like, I'm trying to think if I can't remember. Okay. It's Natalie has a good grasp on it. It's like, it ain't Survivor or Big Brother where you go out and it's like friends for life. And even then, you think I'm talking to everybody on my damn season? No. So it's these are people who live a completely different world. And that's why I was really liked not when you were banished, but what you frickin' said about being a single mom, about I want to like get some money for college for my son, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, bitches, like we ain't rich. We're not living like, and I'm glad that you said that
Housewives.
because I think there's so many people who even go out there and try to like give this illusion. I never did that. Like where I was like, I may have gotten a stylist and like, but I ain't you. And I don't know half the stuff that y'all talk about. I can't even relate to on any level. And I'm not going to pretend that I can. And it's like, that's okay. That's why I love Natalie. Like she is not trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's a different freaking world. You probably
Of course.
know this. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not trying to win so I can buy a Birkin bag.
no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just sucks. So
Yeah.
I appreciated that because it's like none of you dumbasses even need any of the money anyway.
Yeah.
That is true. All right,
Very
Tiff. Well,
real.
let's get into breakfast, Tiff.
Okay, so all right, let's get into the episode. Carolyn, first of all, thank you for joining us. I know that coming off your season when you were trying to decompress and process a lot of things, and so it was such a pleasure and an honor to meet you and like get to touch you one-on-one and feel your energy. I loved you on your season, but I truly fell in love with you after meeting you and us communicating back and forth via the Traitors. Like now we're sisters. We have a relationship in that. But thanks for joining on our podcast on the Heavy Crown Network to talk about it because sometimes we just want to disappear from it all. But thanks for joining us. I really do appreciate it.
I love that introduction.
So have you
That's
wanted-
everything.
Have you been wanting to disappear from it?
There have been like other times where I'm like, not with this show. This has been great, but it's like, you like, I don't want to talk about it. I want a
Big
break.
Brother.
Yeah.
Derek knows. Like last summer, I was like, I didn't even, there are things going on. But anyway, so I watched it. I love it. I love all of them.
No,
so
you don't. Can we say that? Are we not
yeah,
allowed to?
we can because I'm an NBC girly. NBC has
All of you, yeah.
stolen my heart. I belong to NBC. I'm an NBC
Yeah.
hoe now.
So good. So we can
Me and
talk
Hannah
about
will
it.
stay
You know,
right
you guys are
below,
still
down over
doing it,
here.
sounds like y'all don't want to like get to that level of like this show sucks or the like.
But I've not had a bad experience on any show with production, with my experience, with my time, even when it's been cut short. I just look at everything for real for me as a win because my ass ain't got to be on nobody's TV screen. Okay. I could be at Detroit working at the damn auto plant for real, building goddamn cars. Yet I am out here on CBS, Paramount Plus, NBC, Peacock, and NBC Universal doing the damn thing. So I'm grateful for all the opportunities. They can't fuck with me. If Detroit couldn't fuck with my head and this weird ass family couldn't fuck with my head, these shows definitely ain't gonna take me under. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I'm so Detroit.
I believe that. But like when y'all like recap stuff, like y'all like have opinions too. Like so
we
last
say 'em.
Oh, of course.
We say 'em.
Of course.
sounds like it might have been a little bit tragic and we don't need to bring it up, but you had some opinions about it and that's okay. That's what I was wondering. Like
I keep it in the context of the game, but if we want to talk some shit, we gotta go offline.
oh, okay.
No, wait, I do have. I'm so sorry.
If
'cause
anything in the context of the game is to be discussed,
I'm gonna.
I won't bring personal business into it because don't bring my personal into it because then I gotta fight you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't.
Okay, so
Makes
I'm gonna
sense.
pull a Hannah, and I have a question. Carolyn, what was your like? You've been watching this season. Like, is there anything that kind of stand out to you, or anything that you want to kind of discuss, or like? I'm just throwing. I'm not good at Hannah questions, but
Then why
like
you ask?
You're great.
just like, is there anything this season that pissed you off, or anything you really loved about this season so far?
I mean,
Besides you.
we're walking into breakfast. No, here's what I'll say. Like, first few episodes, I was like, because it is a little like, okay, I just watched my season, so it's like, and I saw the cast, and I'm like, this is gonna be great. Truly, I was like so excited, and it's a great show. I feel like they can't do this show wrong. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so the first few episodes, I'm like, yes, and then boop, 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 everyone's dropping off, and it's just like, then I get to a point where I'm even missing Michael Rappaport, and I know that's a problem. So I
Don't
just...
say that.
Why
in
do
front
you
of
think I
Kev.
wanted him in the castle? Dude kept me entertained. He said, "Are you not entertained?"
I get it. And I get it. And as much as you want to hate him and whatever, but it sucked. Like, I was like, girl, what, you were close to him.
That's okay. That's my dog. You know what? Let me tell you something. This is the first time I'm saying this. This is an exclusive. No one knows this. One time, me, Dorinda are riding in the back seat of the Landy. Michael's in the front. We're actually having like just a good conversation, but we're talking about our families. And I was really vulnerable, and I was telling them about my situation. Like my son's getting ready to go to college, but also my situation with his dad, and just how things are for us for real at home. And Michael, and it's not something that I discuss publicly. I don't share my personal business. But I was talking to them because it was just like, it felt like a safe space. And then Michael was like, he turned around and he looked at me and he was like, I'm going to win this fucking game for you, Tiff. I'm going to win this game for you. I'm going to win that $250,000 for you and your son. I don't need it, but I want you to win it. If you don't fucking win it, I'm going to win this money for you and your son. And it was like, I know he meant that shit.
Yeah, I believe it.
I know he meant it. So when people are like, "Oh, you like Michael Rappaport," listen, if you don't have an appreciation for someone who sees you like really
Yep.
sees you, who wants to see you do well, who wants to help you, who's encouraging, who got your back. He got banished because of his passion for me going home, because he was defending me, because he was standing up for what happened to me. So yes, I like him. I don't have to agree with the way he thinks about things or his stance on stuff or his politics. But as far as the way he has ever treated me from day one, it's never been nothing but love and respect. And so I don't have a problem with that.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you not? Like, and then
No.
just even out there
I got
too.
motherfuckers friends and people that's family friends that don't give a shit, like,
Yep,
so
and wonder-
yeah, not too much on the Michael Rappaport with me. I'm gonna have his back.
I get it now. I get it. Especially in that
Annoying,
environment.
yeah, but so are a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people are annoying.
Was he
I might
doing
be
that, though?
one.
Do you feel like he was doing that? Was that like he was putting on a show, or do you feel like he like played that up at times? He had
I think
to
that
have
we
been,
are
right?
all exaggerated characters of ourselves when the camera is on. We know what we're getting paid for. We know what we're here for. You're not here for me to be a bump on the log. Yeah, you here, I want to win the
Well,
money. But, I think that a couple of things. He's an actor. It's his first time really playing a game. He's excited. He's in the house with housewives. Like we've been ready to get this on. It was very kumbaya-ish. And I get it. I was glad that somebody was like, yeah, okay, all that nicety, nice. Who the fuck is the traitor? Let's play this game.
I agree.
Better him being it than me.
yeah.
I agree.
I get it
Well-
now. I'm sorry, because I was like, what the hell is Tiffany doing always with him?
He had
But
my
I-
back. I knew he would never vote against me. He had my back. And I didn't feel like that
Yeah.
about anybody else. Rob C and Ian were gone. So by the time me and Michael got close, like they were gone. And I was really got close to him because I was trying to tell him to shut up. And so every time he would be making noise, I would be like, come here.
I wish y'all would have been there longer. You really notice when people start dropping, and I know you guys
Yeah.
have too, like where it's just like, wow, it just changes things. And you can say that, well, there's not very many people towards the end, so it gets quiet. No, there's a lot of quiet ass people at the end. And
A
so
lot.
I'm just like tonight's episode, I'm just gonna
Which we're gonna get into it right now.
sure.
I think there were so many people, like, I think that Michael came in a little abrasive and a little obnoxious, that there were so many people of class on my season that it was like, ew, this level of ignorance, this abundance of ratchet. It's
Ghetto.
giving ghetto. And I think that because he came in that way, it was like, ew,
Hood.
we don't want that. So
Brooklyn, New York.
had to get it out, and then we became more competency, please.
Polish.
I
Yes.
was shocked.
That's
I was shocked. And you and Jam too. Like, was that just like you? Like y'all just it didn't. And I'll be real good. It's true. It's like we can be real. Like sometimes people,
yes, Carolyn,
like,
you
I
get that
felt-
exclusive.
I felt like even with Danielle, when I met her day one, I was like, like I don't like I feel like she's a little bit more serious than me, and I'm kind of goofy, but I like her. I was
Yeah.
like, because she was in my car, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? There's people that you meet and you're just like, absolutely not.
So
and
it was
then
my
there's
first
people-
time meeting Jam, and I liked him when I met him. But again, on our first night, you got Michael being obnoxious and Jam meeting him at obnoxiousness. So to me, they were one and the same. I don't know how anyone was like, Michael's obnoxious and not saying Jam is obnoxious too. They were equally the same to me. The difference was Jam was getting like this support and this love and this, it was almost like Michael was creating a system for Jam to be protected, because it was like anytime Michael said something to him, it was like, how could you say that about Jam? Come here, Jam. Come on, little Jammy, and get this huggy. And so I was like, you know what? This is not good, because if he is a traitor, or if he gets to the end and I ever need him to leave or he wants to come after me, he's got the love of the entire castle. And so I was I didn't like that. And I also wasn't sure if he was a traitor. And me and Rob C had a conversation the night before. And he was like, I think Jam Jam's a traitor. I was like, I do too. He's like, if I come up dead, I think it's Jam Jam. So when Rob C died, that's why I was on Jam Jam so tough. I could have like laid low, but I felt like if we don't get him out now, we're never going to get him out. They just love him. So that was the thing with
What
Jam Jam.
happened? Because I feel like watching it went from like yes, this loving on Jam Jam to like what? Like what happened?
With Jam Jam in the cast or me and Jam Jam?
You and Jam Jam in
Well,
general?
it was so Jam Jam is a little he doesn't realize it, but he's a little bossy. And so he sits next to me at the round
True.
table. And the very first round table, he's like, and we're voting Michael, right? And he'll say, no, I just said that we're voting Michael. No, you did not. You said we're voting Michael, right? And I was like, I don't think he's a traitor. And Jam Jam was like, he isn't. He's going to kill me. And I was like, I ain't trying to fight with Jam Jam. So I felt like he has this ability
accent.
Sounds exactly like
to manipulate. And I was like, he wants to strong arm me, and I don't like being strong armed. So it made me feel like if there was a decision that I wanted to make and there was a decision Jam Jam wanted to make, if I didn't go with Jam Jam, then I was going to be in trouble.
He just sucks. Like he wanted
Hannah.
to be Big D. He did. He wanted to be your Big D.
I would
No,
have
of
loved for
course.
him to be my Big D.
But you're
I
like,
think
no.
that there's also this thing with Survivor Big Brother. And I felt like Natalie was his Tiffany if he was Big D. I didn't feel that I was going to be his Tiffany or he was going to be my Big D. I felt like I was Big Brother and he was Survivor and Survivor was going to stay Survivor strong. And that doesn't have to always be the case. But we go there in our minds. We expect housewives to stay housewife strong, Survivor to stay Survivor strong. So I didn't really feel that I had an army at all. I felt like I had Ian. Ian was dead tomorrow. I felt like I had Rob C. He was the next one dead. Who do I got? Michael Rappaport. I went from Hannah Chada to Michael.
Well,
Slim
take us
pickings.
to
Also-
breakfast. Yeah, go ahead,
I
Hannah.
mean, sorry, last
We ain't
thing.
gonna never
I
get
was
to
just
this
going to say, never. But I mean, as Carolyn said, all the personality has left the building.
Yeah.
But
Girl.
Tiffany and Big D actually did not get along at all on our
Oh,
original
yeah, we
season of
didn't.
Big
And now
Brother.
I
And
love
so
Jam Jam, Carolyn.
Jam Jam. But I was just going to say, Jam Jam kind of was your Big D. You
He
guys
was. He
were
actually was.
at
She's
odds.
right.
Like, he wanted to be your Big D, and he was.
He was. So
Listen-
Hannah's right. He was my me and Big D fought like
Yeah.
cats and dogs in the Big Brother
Yeah.
house.
Lovingly, right?
No, we
No.
fucking meant
No.
it.
They
He couldn't
actually
stand me.
did not
I
like each
loved
other.
him, but I was like, nah, I could go without him. I never planned
I
on
wanted
talking
her
to him,
out
honestly.
so badly, Carolyn. I'm
Nah.
My
like,
apologies. I've never
She-
been
Watch our
into Big
season.
D.
No,
Don't worry about it.
it's
not a
okay.
big
Don't worry
deal.
about it. Don't worry about
I
it.
hate
Oh,
admitting that, and I want to just lie
No.
and be like,
No.
It's not my show. I don't take it personally.
I
I didn't
don't
create
either.
it. I just was
Oh,
on
yeah,
it.
no,
I
you're
had never
fine.
seen Big Brother until after. I mean, I had never seen Survivor until after I'd been on Big Brother. So it's not a
Same.
big deal.
Same.
But I do
Okay.
like Jam Jam now. Like when me and Jam, I
Oh.
thought that we were going to fight when I saw him. And
They in New York. Oh, Carolyn.
love each
I
other.
got replaced.
He
I was
did.
like, what?
I
the
said, Jam
fuck?
Jam, help me get on him, first of all, because we had to
They
give
double
Derek an
teamed me,
intermission. We
Carolyn. I was
did.
like, I'm about to call Carolyn. I need help.
You
like
did.
they double teamed me.
Nah, I do
They're like
love
they
Jam.
were thick
Me
as
and
they
Jam
love each
Jam.
other.
Jam Jam is now my baby. I love him for real.
Hannah.
for real?
For real, for real.
No, for real, for
You
real.
won't call me back. Okay.
Who? Jam
Oh.
Jam?
Oh.
Well, you know, Carolyn, you know how I feel about Jam Jam. I'll get him together real
He can't
quick.
be acting. Now that's what he can't do. He could be gay, but he can't be acting bitchy.
It's been a
That
week.
part.
I do think he's like, because y'all had your stuff and like y'all have been busy. And I'm really
But
needy.
I was about to say, like, it has been insanely crazy. I apologize to people who feel like it's personal when they don't hear from me. I don't even know where I am right now.
Me either. And so I shouldn't put my personal business on there, but I usually like to. And so that's why I have problems.
Oh,
moving
we're
on
gonna
to
get y'all
breakfast,
together
have you-
again. Okay.
Yeah, get us to breakfast, but Jam Jam
Yeah.
will text you. He loves you. You know that. Y'all
Yeah,
like thick as
No, I
thieves.
know. I just
Cause let me tell you, these gays can't leave us, Carolyn. There will never be another Tiffany. There will never be another Carolyn. So that's what I said.
for a while.
It's okay. Not for real, for real.
Did you
Only for
like?
toast for toast.
Hannah,
You didn't
why
even
is
tell me he
everything?
was coming. You didn't even tell me he was going on Traitors.
I didn't tell Derek. You know what I told
No.
Derek? I told Derek when I was at the airport.
I almost flipped. Let me tell you something. She's lucky she called me at the airport, Carolyn. I was like this on the phone. All I could do is just be like, okay, this is interesting.
I FaceTimed him and I was at the airport. He was like, bitch, where you going? You look like you at the airport. And I was like, I got something to tell you.
What? I'm shocked that like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't want to like just like talk or like you didn't reach out to anyone. Like I get it. Like you don't want to like have anyone take your spot or like take your, but I reached out to
No, I don't think it's
Sandra.
that.
I reached out to Danielle and Derek. But D had never been on Traitors before, so there was not like really a necessary reason.
But I would have helped her with the celebrities. I would have been like, okay, you got
Yeah.
Did you know who was going? Did you know who was going?
No,
Okay,
but I'm just
so
like,
we were gonna go through all 3 million celebrities.
I would have
We
been like,
go through
okay,
all the
if there's a
celebrities in the
housewife
world.
there, do this.
my
If there's a
God.
so and so there, do
It
this.
doesn't even matter, to be honest. Like,
doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't, because what did I learn? That Sandra, like, you know what I mean? It just helped to be able to like process it with her. But other than that, like, Sandra is completely different. She's like, girl, there ain't no way you're going to be a traitor. And I was like,
Yeah, well, Danielle told me it wasn't no way I was going to be a traitor, and I didn't believe that I was going to be a traitor neither.
I would have thought you could have been a traitor.
I would have thought you were a
100%.
traitor.
I didn't think
She
there
should have been a
I
traitor.
kind of felt like there weren't going to be any gamers in the church.
I know they totally switched it up. They did.
Yeah.
They did the
Yeah.
complete, which I thought they would at least do like. And that's the thing. Why did they have to do like all gamers in there? That was
Yeah.
just,
Right.
you know what I'm
all,
saying?
all
It's like,
housewives, yeah. All
mix it
gamers.
up.
Oh, yeah, all gamers from last. Yeah. You know, I wasn't mad to not be a traitor. I'm going to tell you.
Really?
They can make me a faithful again. Yeah, because I can't be lying to people like that. I don't know. I need to be able to sleep at night.
No,
I love lying.
Wasn't that hard, Carolyn?
Yes, that's why I was losing my mind.
Yes,
But
yeah, I
no,
want
it
to
was
lose my
more.
mind.
It was more so I had so much stuff going on in my personal freaking
Oh,
life, like back
yeah.
home.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting like notifications of this and that. And I'm like, how am I going to play this game while all of this shit is going on? And who am I going to talk to out here? Like, Britney Spears acts about my drama back home. And so thankfully
I
I did it.
forgot all about him.
You know what I'm
Oh
Tom
my
Sandoval.
Britney Spears ex.
Cool.
cracks me up.
And so I didn't want to be an emotionally manipulative freaking weirdo. This is the truth. So I didn't want to like connect with people on that deep level and be
Yeah.
like, hey, I am really effing struggling right now because I have some major shit happening
Yeah.
in my life that I need to kind of address, but I can't. And so I did finally to Dolores was that one like person where I could
Dolores
really
is great.
just like be like,
Love
girl,
Dolores.
this is what
Yeah.
and she truly helped me be like, Carolyn, you got to do this for your son
Yeah.
and for,
Yeah.
but I felt like I'd be like, I can't do the lying type of shit and then be like murder. So it was
That-
easier for me to just be like, but that's you to be good in this fucking game. You need to be like Rob and best friends with everybody. Well, not everybody was even
No.
fucking interesting enough to do that anyway.
So I was going to say that moment that you had with Dolores where you were like, I need a person to just talk to about life. That was my moment in the car with Dorinda and Michael and how we just got to sharing about things. And Michael, that's when we had that bonding moment. So I understand, like, you know,
You
go,
need it.
real life doesn't stop because we go to film a show. And so
It
like you'll
doesn't.
see someone sometimes playing a game, filming a show, but don't forget, we got real life things that are happening in the world that are also on our mind as well. You want to shut it off and not focus on it, but hey,
You
that's
can't.
not the way life is.
It's not. And I'm a
Yeah.
single mom, as
Yeah.
you are too. And it's like I have a lot, like there was just a lot. And it's like, you know what? I'm with these people who are so used to being on camera, and then the camera comes. Whereas me, I'm like, my mascara's all over my face. I'm
Cracking
not
up.
like makeup check. I'm just not. I'm more like I'm not thinking about like what am I gonna say? I'm thinking like, can I like I don't. I'm not very like great with that. In
Okay,
looking
come
like,
on. I see Derek's face. All right.
No,
Episode.
I just want to say, Carolyn, you did great. You did great.
I'm
Just watching from like a
I
viewer's
think
point of
so,
view.
too.
I love
watching you.
because
I
you
think
were
you were a
you
great trader.
yourself, and I loved you on Survivor, so it worked out.
I'm fine. I'm just saying it's very different
Yeah.
the people that we're with, and it ain't like we're
Yes.
connecting with everyone. Like they're living a
course.
different goddamn.
Of course. All right, Tiff, take us to
Take us to
breakfast.
breakfast, Derek.
All right.
No, Tiff.
Okay. So here's the thing. So
I wish.
you're leaving off of last episode. We have Kristen, Natalie, Jonna, Tara are all shortlisted for murder. And leaving off of that episode, Kristen has told Mark that if she's murdered, to look at Eric. So we get to breakfast. Tara and Rob show up first to breakfast. And I'm sorry, Mara and Rob.
Tara.
Mara, Tara.
Yeah, I love it. I love how she says that.
Mora tinks to ask Rob, like, how are we still here? And I'm like, girl, you asking the right question, but you ain't thinking about it deeply enough. Like, you should be wondering, how are y'all still there? And she's like, I just really do trust Rob fully. Well, Rob is feeling the weight of lying and scheming. He looks half dead. He looked like he'd been killing people and drinking the blood and transitioning into a vampire. He is worn out. And she is saying to him, like, if we got to the end and you looked at me and you told me you are a traitor, I would just die. And he goes, yeah. That's it. I would have right then and there been like, show something. He is gone. But I think that he is doing what he has been doing, like playing this nonchalant, no emotion, just he's being you. He's like, I don't fucking know what's going on. So,
was he quiet out there when you were out there?
Yes, I thought he was very dull.
See, that's what I'm like. But in the when I first so everyone loves him. Though.
I don't get it. I didn't. I wasn't. And I'm not saying I didn't love him, but I did not see him the way I'm getting this feedback about him. I didn't see that about him out there. He was just a boy. Steven was hot to me, okay? I'm sorry.
Girl.
I know that's a married man, and I'm not trying to hit on nobody's man.
Steven looked good.
I'm just saying though, when I saw the men, I was like, oh, Steven's a very handsome man. That's a handsome guy. Like you don't even know who he is. Never mind. So anyway, Rob further acknowledges
not your type.
I just said handsome. I didn't say type. Rob was definitely not. I just was saying if there was anybody that I looked at that was like, oh, he
Steven is the one who he kind of was like by himself a lot. Like they just voted him out.
So attractive. Because when I'm talking
attractive, he looked like a mouse. You said he looked like a mouse. Did you say
I get what you're saying, Carolyn. Like it has to have everything.
It's gotta have everything, and that's not your type of personality. I don't want to see you with that.
Oh, I didn't say that.
When we talk about okay, that's your type of
I didn't say type. I said Rob was not hot to me. And you talking about Steven is white. Rob must be pale going on dead. What is you talking about?
I'm just shocked that because personality-wise, I would just expect you with a little bit more spice.
More like me.
Yeah, Steven's just not enough for you.
I didn't say what. So
go to the next thing. Go to the next
Rob
thing.
is acknowledging that he is using Morris' feelings to help get him further in the game. And this is kind of causing him to feel a little guilt. Eric and Mark enter breakfast together. Eric is he just should have said that. He just should have died when he walked outside and he saw that letter. He just should have died then. Mora is letting them know she does not trust Johnny or Natalie. Tara enters alone. Looks like she is going through it. She feels terrible. She's like, her radar is so off. She thinks Johnny is dead. Johnny comes in. He makes it to breakfast. He greets his wife, Tara. And
his wife, because they're wearing matching outfits, looking like the Addams family at this point.
They're married. They're holding hands.
They're married.
That is his wife, honey. And
that is his wife. She's married to 2 men.
She is her my dream. Yep. A gay. Yep.
A gay in the street.
Yep.
So they're excited because they can show that they're together now.
We're together.
And the whole time.
We're together.
I can't believe people haven't figured that out.
So, they're telling them what happened the night before. Like, hey, there was a Jack in the Box. If the Jack in the Box pops out, that means the traitors have murdered you. The last person to come in is Natalie. And that means Kristen has been murdered. So, were y'all thinking Kristen was going to be murdered. Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of was because I felt like he's not gonna. I felt like Eric would be way too scared to deal with her again. I know I would be, and like, even though she said it to Mark, and Mark over, or she had said to Mark, like, be suspicious of Eric.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mark is just gonna like go with the wind, and I feel like Kristen, I would know. He's terrified of her, so I
Yeah.
would too.
Yeah.
And
So, of
also,
Which is
course,
correct me if I'm
crazy.
wrong, Carolyn. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
I think Tiff was saying something.
go ahead. You still
Mm-mm.
tell me on this.
No, I've never been a traitor, but if I were a traitor, I would be thinking, as we get to the end of this game, I don't care if you're a faithful that has been wrong about everything. But if you're a very stubborn thinker who isn't malleable, who isn't open to anyone's
Very
suggestion
fixed
or
on your
influence,
opinions.
yes, that would be the most dangerous person in the world to me. So for that reason, I'm kind of surprised that Kristen wasn't murdered a bit earlier, because she's kind of proven throughout this season that she is
Yeah.
a very relentless player, regardless of the fact that she's been wrong about like pretty much all of her suspicions thus far. But yeah.
Yeah.
She'll just, I'm voting for this person. That's what it is, and then goes in.
Yeah.
So
Mind
no.
made up.
But she's
So,
been quiet too. She's been pretty quiet, and so again, it's just like we got
the quiet people make it to the end.
which
Makes a boring show.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. Like, I'm not. I don't want to be like, because I know. Am I ruining this episode from being so off? I should have taken some medication.
Wait, no, you're fine,
No,
Carolyn.
You
Be
fit
yourself.
right in. You should be a
You fit-
regular.
No,
Yeah,
but y'all are
yeah.
like so focused, and I'm messing shit up. So
No,
I'm
you're
just gonna
not.
be
No.
We
quiet.
ain't messing nothing
No
up.
one has
Go ahead.
ever described me as no one has ever
Focus.
described this podcast as
Podcast
focused.
is focused.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Girl, you
You're
must be
very
doing
focused.
some messy
So I
podcast.
will say this. Usually when we do have guests, I do get a little bit more quiet because I want the guests to talk more. But usually, no, don't try to sit me, Carolyn.
Carolyn, scoot your ass up. Come on over here.
Right. Don't be trying to hide
Yeah,
back
get
there.
closer.
I'm just, but let's take it to breakfast, Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so all right, so then so Alan comes in, he's wearing my favorite color, my favorite palette, like a sage mint mist green. He's got these super tall platform boots on. So anyway, Tara ends up pulling Natalie to the side to
Mhm.
say, you know what, Natalie, it's not you, but it could be Rob. And I'm like, girl, yes, now we about to get somewhere. So
Yes.
Natalie and Tara, they bring up the fact that Candace was throwing Rob's name out. And Natalie is questioning exactly because, like, how am I still alive? Do I have a traitor angel? In the words of the famous Sandra the Queen, a traitor angel is coined for the traitors. So a traitor
Mhm.
keeping you safe. So they are on to something. I'm excited that somebody's
set up.
wheels are turning.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Tara believes they may need to look at Rob. And Natalie actually mentions to Tara that Rob has this dagger, which I don't understand how 5 of them can know that Rob has this dagger, and not one of them find it suspicious that no one would think it's suspicious that he hasn't used it yet,
Right.
and that a traitor wouldn't kill a person that has an extra vote.
Correct. Dumbasses.
That
They're
part,
dumb.
that part. I mean, it's kind of crazy that out of every single person on this season, Tara Lipinski was the first person to clock
Tara.
Rob. That's where we're at. That is where we are at.
Sarah.
Tara Sarah. That is where
Sarah.
we are at. Carolyn, what am I watching? What are we watching? I was like,
As
not
the world turns.
Tara being 3 of this season.
I
That's
honestly,
crazy.
I was like, yes, yes, yes. I've never
Yeah.
been so pissed off in a damn episode though, because I was like,
Yeah.
like years she's bringing it. She's like,
She's
and
bringing it.
good. I like a good pair. I like me a good duo.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
like it's like not all the time do you need to be together, and not all the time. Like if Johnny says something, like you can go the other way, but
You
I get
can.
it. They are
Independently.
so connected. They're so connected, but like you can have a different opinion from him too. And I wish I would have seen that more, and not just, well, with Johnny. I do. I wish it would
Yeah.
have been more broken apart.
Yeah.
Even though I
Yeah.
do
A
love
little more independent thinking.
yeah, a little bit. And
Yeah.
so I was like, yes, yes, yes. So this was the biggest freaking letdown. I was pissed. I was legitimately pissed. I know we're not at the round table yet.
Okay.
I've
Yep.
never been so
Okay.
let
Yeah, we'll get
down
to
in
it.
my life.
Okay. All right. Let's
Absolutely.
so
I agree.
Mark has Rob outside, and Mark asked Rob to look me in my eyes.
He didn't even
Are
do
you a
it.
traitor?
He didn't
No.
even look him in his eye. That's the crazy
Yeah.
part. He was like, oh, what the
said,
That's
fuck?
the thing. Is that what it's like to be hot? Is that what it's like to like be a good-looking person in America?
Carolyn,
What
I
is
asked the
this
same
shit?
question. I asked the same question to Hannah. I said, what was he like on Love Island? Hannah told me last week he had about 5 women, if I'm correct, or 5 different
Yeah.
matches. So he was
Yeah.
good at dickmatizing these motherfuckers.
How?
Just
We're
by
like,
doing, just being smooth. Look how
It's-
he's playing.
but what is it? What ain't no man?
You know what it
I
is?
think
You know what it
me
is?
like
I got it. I got it. Y'all want me to tell you what it is? You want me to tell you what it is? This is what it is.
What?
There are so many shitty people in this world, and Rob is, if nothing else, he's a nice guy. And so nice guys are so few and far and in between that when you come across one, he's on this pedestal because there's so many shitty people in the world. And he just happens to be
I
a
don't
traitor.
know.
Yeah.
But like Eric is very attractive.
Who?
Mark, Eric, the K-pop artist, the Korean
Magical ears
American.
and
Yeah,
magical
and I-
eyes.
I don't want to judge anyone's looks.
No, but I'm
don't.
just saying.
But yeah, I
I'm
was
just-
just wondering. I didn't mean like who.
Yeah.
Carolyn, I don't think he's all that either.
I
Girl.
just don't. I'm asexual anyway. So keep going.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if it's only the fact that Rob is nice, because there are so many people in that castle who are nice to look at and they seem kind enough. They don't seem like mean people. But I have a theory about Rob Roush. I mean, on top of the fact that he is a conventionally attractive young white man who is fit, so he is quite literally
Yes.
the beauty standard in this country.
Yeah.
I think it's also his nonchalance.
Yeah.
Or at least like that's what the
He
women
doesn't
were
come
pining
off as
after on Love Island.
thirsty and
Exactly.
he's a nice
So
guy.
it's almost like-
Mm.
But there are so many people. It's hard to be mean. I don't think I've ever met like an outwardly mean guy. I don't think so. It's hard to. You have to go out of your way to be mean. So I don't know if it's just the fact that he's a nice guy.
there are not a
I think
lot
it's
of
almost
nice
like-
guys. I mean,
I
I
will
know
say
some nice
this.
guys, but
I will say this though. I think because of the way he came in the game, Carolyn and Hannah and Tiff, I think he came in the game very like we said, it looked like I felt like he didn't want to be there. So with him just playing this like
he plays like he
like-
doesn't know what's going on. Like
yeah, I don't know
Carolyn.
what's going on. I'm just like, whatever. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. I'm here to have whatever. And I
That
think
hurt,
because
He does.
say that again.
He got a heart, and after
You know,
that's
they
when
were like,
I.
what were you like in 2016?
Yeah.
Girl, you want to share that? No, I'm kidding.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, let me get to the next thing on our list
It's
that we
not
need
your
to be
turn.
talking about.
So,
I liked him with Ron. I liked Ron. Did y'all like Ron?
oh,
girl.
I thought it was sad the way that he went out, and I thought he performed very well at the round tables.
there
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of he didn't provide a lot, and I think because I'm a gamer and I know what it takes to get on these shows, and I know I know how much we have to give and the effort and like the gameplay, and when he was just like excluding himself and just being asleep on the couch and like just being away from everything, I just felt like I don't understand why you're here if you didn't want to play. And not knowing the game or never having seen the show is a weak ass excuse to me. And I'm not saying that that was his excuse, but I think I've heard him say like he didn't really know what he was getting into. Do your research. Don't just say yes and sign a paper. Like, prepare yourself. So I think he did not know what he was coming into, and I think that he is probably introverted, but I get all that. Like, just say no.
He came out so just happy and cheerful, and I just feel like
I never
he
felt he
got
was
to-
happy and cheerful.
Oh,
I feel like
I just
I feel like the most that he was himself was in his green screens, but I don't think we got to see that. And he may say, like, you guys didn't give me a chance, but the first time we ever heard him say anything was at the round table when Portia got banished. Like, you waited a long time to have a conversation.
yeah,
And
he's
he'll
smug
be like,
about that.
I talked to these people, I talked to those people. I get it. You're introverted, so maybe you're not good at making connections. This is my fourth time playing a game, so I am a little more seasoned at going around, meeting people, connecting with people.
Yep.
So,
You gotta walk around and talk
you
to
do.
people.
You gotta engage. It's a
Yeah,
social game.
you
It's not
have to.
socializing by yourself. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, all right. So, so they're outside and Mark is asking Rob if he's a traitor. And then Mark asks Rob if Eric seems suspicious. And Mark mentions that Kristen called Eric out after the round table. And Rob is like trying to defend Eric to some sense. And then he brings up, like, well, what about Natalie? Natalie didn't vote for Candace because Mark asked him, like, have you noticed anything? Anything? And I was like, ooh, have you noticed anything, Rob? Because this is your time. Like, you got to throw something out there. But he was ready. He threw Natalie under the bus. And while this is happening, Natalie Tara, and
Mhm.
Maura
More.
are talking in the billiards room while the
Love
guys are outside, and Natalie brings up Rob's name. And Maura is like, oh, no, no, no. I'm so convinced. I would drop dead if he revealed to me in the end that he's a traitor. That is how much she believes in this man. She is not
Mhm.
even willing to consider that we should look at him. Well, Natalie wants to go for Rob at tonight's round table.
Oh,
And I know.
I
I
am
know.
wondering why Natalie felt like they needed to talk to Maura. Like, I get that they need the numbers, especially because
I
Rob
think it
has
was
the dagger,
numbers.
but why start with Maura? Why not start with Mark? Kind of feel that out. Because even if Maura agrees, you're not going to have the numbers unless you get Mark, unless you potentially get Eric. So why start with his number one ally?
I
I
wonder
think the
if it
scenes were
seemed like
set up.
I didn't agree with that.
I think maybe it seemed like the guys were working together and the
Yeah.
girls were trying to get the girls to work together. Like, hey, girl, we girls over here, it's looking like we might need to check out these guys. I just don't think that I don't know how they didn't see because they've always been close, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
I
understand that either. Like, that was not the first time they had brought Rob's name up to Maura and Maura has shot it down.
I
yeah.
thought it was
So they're just
production.
blinded by him. Like, and that's the
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
He's got so many people on his side that he could even do away with Mara. True. Like, even thinking, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that might be good for me too. He is so like, I'd be shocked if
Mhm.
he doesn't win because I don't know shit, and
Yeah.
I would be shocked if he doesn't win. Shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Carolyn, I
Yeah.
have a question for you because it seemed as though Boston Rob kind of held the same niche last season.
Mm.
Um, would you say that's like a pretty fair comparison?
with like Rob.
Rob and Rob.
Yeah, like Rob and Boston Rob, where Boston Rob was so insulated, everyone loved him. He was the most faithful of the faithfuls until he wasn't.
I feel like this Rob character is way more like Rob was like
Charismatic.
I feel like nobody is like until literally what now people are but Rob was literally a dead man walking on my season. He could have been
Mm.
gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? People were suspicious of him early on just from him coming out in the cage. So
Yeah.
he came out with a target on his back, truly. So versus Rob, I feel like is this just like no one can even fathom it, until
Yeah.
now.
Fathom.
Rob was
I
always
also
people were suspicious.
gotcha. But
But
I
they
do
liked him.
feel like if this Rob was from Survivor, Big Brother, The Amazing Race, if this Rob was the exact
Uh-huh.
same person but
Yep.
walked into that turret
From
or
a game
into the
show,
castle as a
From a
gamer,
game,
it would
yeah.
be different.
he would have been gone.
Anyone
Yes.
in a game, you automatically have that, like, you're screwed.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
that's why, like, for me, I felt so out of place when it came to the survivors that were chosen alongside of me, that like the only way that I could even in my head think that how am I going to last in this game? I need to like I don't want these people to think that I'm this like 2-time win. No, I'm like I don't even know why I'm here because I didn't want it. Like we got Boston Rob, who a lot of people knew who he was anyway, but Tony, Jeremy, who's won. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh no, they're all really good. I didn't win. I want, but
Yeah.
now if I ever did this shit again, it's like stick together.
Yeah.
Stick together with like the because you
gamers.
freaking need each other,
You do.
especially when you want to actually make something happen. What are you gonna make something happen with Tara Lipinski? Not.
Wow.
So you need those people you do. You need to. So, but we're all so
on,
like
Quad.
intimidated by the gamers, and we're all so scared of them. Good luck trying to come up with a plan without them.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we got
It falls apart. The game falls apart because as much as some of these people want to act like they're strategists, they're not. And I don't need Johnny Weir to be this master strategist. I just need some basic level understanding. That's it. It's like, but there needs to
Which
be a better mix.
they're not
of
really
people.
providing.
They're not, because we all attack each other. I don't believe
Yeah.
in it anymore. I believe in gamers strong. Yes, I
Yeah.
do now.
Yeah, that's how they need to go into next season. 100%. It don't matter.
I
Just
think
look at
we Rob and I knew that, like we did, but we did get a little paranoid about Jam Jam a little early. And I mean, it didn't mean we were going to do anything, but when Rob came up dead, I was like, oh, Jam Jam gotta go.
And
But
they're
it
all
wasn't.
like, and then look at, y'all dropped off, and it's just like, it
Yeah.
changes the
Yeah,
game.
but there was
It
another
changes the
cookout
game.
going on my season.
Not another cookout. Okay, so Tiff, you want me to pick up or you good?
No, it's you. It's you.
Okay. All right. So they're in the car. Let me also say this. So they're in the car, in the whatever you call it,
The
Lamborghini.
Landies.
The Landies.
Lamborghini. No.
Not the Lamborghinis. First of all,
That would be so insane.
shout out to Peacock making sure they promote Amazon with the Amazon package.
Yeah.
I forgot his
was
name
like,
with the
what?
beard. I forgot. I was like, what the fuck is the Amazon package?
Who?
Fergus.
Fergus.
You didn't notice when he opened the package, it had the logo of Amazon on the
I
side
didn't,
of the
but I'm
box?
glad you said that. I was wondering what the significance of that was.
Yeah, I think
I
they were
wanted
just
to like
trying to
talk
promote.
about him real quick, but then I'm like,
Yeah,
no, because
no.
then he always listens to that, and then he'll be like, hey, I heard you were talking about me, and it's like, yeah, sometimes I do. Did you ever talk to him out there?
I actually only saw Fergus when I was leaving.
I was always
Really?
like, girl, what's up? Yeah. Yeah.
Were you
Like,
trying to
you
get the
never-
insight from him?
Like,
Right.
he was the first person I saw, and like that's how I knew it was real. Is like you see Fergus, and I remember people were like, "What's his name?" I'm like, "That's Fergus."
Oh, Fergus had other duties to fulfill because he was not messing around with us. I don't know where he was. He must
He
have been
wasn't
walking
messing
la
around with us either. But I just was. I wanted like, hi. I would out. You know what I mean?
Fergus was like,
you
bring
found
her
him.
back.
I
Bring her
love
back.
you. I love that you were like,
But no,
hey.
he don't give any expression or like. But
Nah.
I would always like be trying.
Okay, so Ta and Natalie and Johnny, they're in the car. They're talking about Rob R. Like it seems like we got this like Rob R. bandwagon. I'm like so fucking hype. I'm like, great, get y'all asses together and get this motherfucker. Let's go. So
Yep.
they're talking about they had to get the votes. They're talking about the dagger, whatever. They pull up to the circus, the carousel. I think it's called Carousel Hell.
Oh
That's
wait,
what it was
do you
called.
want to share how Mora was like, "Yo, Rob, these
They
people
was talking
are
about you.
conspiring against you." Yeah.
Oh, in the car. Yeah. And she was talking to them and telling them that I didn't even write it down because I hated it so badly.
But what
but
was
yeah,
it?
she was,
That Mara told Rob that they were
and Mark.
conspiring? Oh, Mark
And
and
Eric
Rob.
as well.
Dang.
Yeah.
Again, that's why I'm not gonna. Mora's not the first person I'm gonna talk to about Rob. If I'm trying to get Jam out, I'm not immediately gonna go talk to Carolyn. That would be so dumb.
Right.
Right.
Understandable.
So
That's why I shouldn't have
yeah.
said nothing to Colton. That was
Yeah,
my
because
mistake.
the gays were you were Jennifer
Oh
Coolidge
yeah.
up in there.
Mhm.
The gays were
Mhm.
coming for you, girl.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing you could have did. You should have
Oh,
told
she
them you were a
coming for a
lesbian.
gay?
Yeah, you should have told them you were a lesbian.
They would
You
still
messed
kick
up.
me out.
So they pull up. It's called Carousel Hell. So it's very simple. They're going to strap themselves in. They're going to hold on tight. They're going to spin around. And, the goal is to, when you get spinned around, I think it's like 5-6 times. It goes really fast. Then you jump out. You got to get the money back and get back. But it's like musical chairs. So each time there's going to be a chair that gets removed. Now, let me stop and say this. First of all, if there are 2 motherfucking people that cannot compete in this challenge, they cannot compete in this
That's what I
challenge,
thought.
period.
That's how I felt. Don't spin me around if they can't spin around.
Right. Like, what are you talking
They can't
about?
spin
Like,
around,
they're
but they
gonna...
get to still run and look, and they not dizzy. This I'm gonna do to medical
Correct.
reasons. I said, what kind of medical reasons?
Yeah, what kind of medical reason? Especially Sarah over there, who's an Olympic figure skater who
Come
has
on, finger skate.
has
She be
spin
finger
around.
skating.
Oh my God, sorry, I drilled a little bit. She has spin around multiple damn times. What the hell is her condition? Okay, and what's Eric's condition?
Maybe
So
a
now he can...
TBI,
Girl,
hypotension.
No one wants to do
okay,
it.
come on, Dr. Hannah. Go ahead, give me some more, Hannah. What else? What else would be the issue, Hannah?
No, those
What
are
would
the
be
only
I,
2
I,
conditions.
I
what would
can't. I
be
can't sprain my
what
ankle. I can't. I don't know. Vertigo.
what would be the magical ears in the Stevie Wonder's excuse why he can't spin around?
Oh damn, that's magical ears.
Because maybe he
Again,
spin around will help
low.
his ears and his eyes.
They could have vertigo. They could have
Oh,
some sort of
girl.
vestibular dysfunction.
Vestibular
Okay, Dr. Hannah.
dysfunction, cerebral.
So yes, so the goal is that each time they want to get banged, all that. Rob is the first one to go out. He puts on his whole act. He decides to go after his friend Mark, and
Was
it's like,
that?
oh,
Was
would
he
you
really
grab
mad
us?
about that? I think he
No,
was
he's
mad
very...
about. I think he was mad about that because he's like, bruh, I could have sat down. I had way more money than you. I'm a
Yeah.
traitor. I'm trying to get this money. I think he was not happy that
Yeah, because they
only
didn't
that.
get money last round.
Yeah.
So he realized we got to get money this time. So, I think in that moment for him to go at the Mark, I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay, got it. I love that Mark was like, yo, you're being fucking weird. Like, this is weird. Everything. Natalie and Mark was ready to throw them bows. We about to... I was like, all right,
Come
Mark.
on, a Mark mention.
Mark
That
Carolyn, I'm
Carolyn.
Mark Ballas's biggest fan.
Yes, it's
So
something
bad.
you have to know. Like he does not have a bigger fan. She knew who he was
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, not 10 years ago. I've actually been manifesting Mark Ballas since I was 10 years old, since 6th grade.
Whoa.
Which is so creepy, I know. But
No. Well,
yeah.
So
Carolyn kills me.
are you like happy this season watching him?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. She's been geeking
Yes.
over it. She
Really?
Yes.
And she got
Because
a chance
Mark
to meet
Ballas.
him.
Yes, I did. Mark Ballas can do absolutely no wrong.
Well, first of all, Hannah and her sisters, they grew up in dance. And so they are in all formations of dance, and they're just really amazing. They dance at the studios in LA. They take dance very seriously. So they are fans of Dancing with the Stars and just fans of how great of a dancer Mark Ballas is. So they know all his pliés and his plateaus and his 7 sets of sunset and all of those moves that he makes.
The what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know
Come on.
I don't know anything about, like, I know that he dances, but I'm just saying on the show, him and Coletti have just been so, like, there's just not been a lot of them on the show, in my opinion. So I don't know him. And so if I didn't have the history that it sounds like you have with this man, I wouldn't know. And so there's just not a lot that we're getting from,
Oh, Mark, no, we know.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
This is the first time he's made an appearance on the Traitors. This is the most we've seen.
This is the most. Yeah, which is crazy.
Poor Mark. But that's why we have a segment called Mark Mentioned. So anytime Mark is mentioned in the episode or he has a line, I go, Mark mentioned, Mark mentioned.
Yeah, Mark mentioned.
This has probably been kind of sad for you then.
Yeah, it's been like 5 times this season.
Good. I'm just being real.
No, it's the truth,
I'm being real. And I'm not saying
it's
I don't know
true.
these people, but it's just they're not getting a lot of airtime.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. I also want to shout out Johnny. I love that Johnny crossed his legs and did it like it was nothing, baby. He was like, spin me around 1,000,000 times. I do this on a regular. I did this my whole entire life. Mark realizes that obviously him and Rob had that moment, whatever. The next person that goes out is I don't
Johnny.
fucking know.
Johnny.
Johnny was the next one to go out. Then after Johnny, it ended up being Tara.
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark. Then
Did Mark
Tara.
mention? Or no?
You sounded like
mentioned.
me
And
with
Natalie.
6 cancers on Survivor.
Now, wait, I also want to shout out Natalie. Natalie's over here trying to help Mara with the bag. Mara really must have no strength. She got to be like a toothpick at this point. She couldn't rip. And mind you, I think they have ribs in the bears already. So I was confused why she could not rip the bear. Like, I was just so confused. And Natalie's like, I'm going to help her. Maybe this will give me a vote. No, the fuck is not.
No.
In that moment, I was like, Natalie, what are you doing? Who gives a fuck? Fuck her. Go,
I know. I wish
playing
she
go
would
sit
Survivor.
down.
Bye,
She
bitch.
playing Survivor.
But,
She playing Survivor.
but they don't care. They don't. They like in my like. But Natalie's smart and whatever, and she's probably scrambling. But it's literally like they don't care. Even on
They
freaking
don't.
Survivor, you could literally guys sucked at everything and made it to the end. It doesn't like there's they don't care if like she's strong and she's contributing. I feel like they
Yeah.
literally don't care.
Yeah, and that's the vibe I was getting. Like, even if you're helping her, everything. And Mara's just over here. Like, first of all, Mara was the commentator the whole entire the competition. She over here
Yeah.
yelling, hi, like all through the fucking competition. I'm like, girl, okay, we
Yeah.
got it. Now, I don't like that they took 2 chairs away for that last round. I did not like that. If you're gonna do 1 chair, it should be 1 chair because then Natalie wouldn't be able to still sat down and got a chair. But it is your own. It comes down to Mara and Erica. I mean, not Erica. Girl, not
It's
Erica.
Erica.
Eric. Shit, goddamn. Hurry up and wrap these seasons up. Fuck. I got too many
Your
fucking
glasses
names
off,
in my
you can't
head.
see.
I know, I can't see. They're not even real. They're just for cuteness.
When you watch it back, you're going to be mad because you got these little green squares in your eyes from the reflection of your computer on your lenses.
They
no,
look
it's
cute
okay.
though.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's okay. So then it
I
comes
keep
down to
looking
Eric
at it.
and it comes down to Mara and Eric. And Eric ends up winning the shield. And I think this is what I wrote. Eric ends up winning the shield, which I think is fucking stupid because he can't hear, he can't see, and he can't even do the challenge. So how the fuck did he win a challenge that he didn't even have to do? His doll won the shield. They should have gave the shield to the
Oh, my
doll at this
God.
point.
He did not have
Yeah.
to do it for real.
Okay. Now
They should have had to do something else over there on the side, like
Yeah.
be
Stand on one leg.
blindfolded.
Oh,
Blindfolded.
I agree
Yes.
with you. I don't think that they should have automatically just been disqualified from the
Done
challenge
nothing. Like
or
you got to
having
do
medical
something.
issues.
If you
but
get to
yeah.
sit out, you got to do something. You got to
Yeah.
hang
Yeah, because
upside
let me tell you
down.
something. If this was Big Brother or this was Survivor, they send you home. But if this was Big Brother for any medical thing, it would have been like you can't even go for the HOH. You're out of it.
not here.
Yeah, if you can't go
Right.
for HOH, if you can't do the whole competition, you can't do it.
That
You
part.
ain't gonna.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a
Yeah,
half opportunity. You're gonna get a
that part.
But
shortcut.
also, maybe because these challenges are so campy and like not to be taken seriously, they were like, eh.
This one, yes, but those other ones, girl, with that that was hard. Your first one, and then that one where
Yes.
y'all are like covered wagons and like the
What
wheels
was
are
the first one? Because I don't know what she just did.
With the thrones, right?
With the
That's not the
thrones.
first
With the throne.
the boat,
No, there was
the
one.
boats.
Oh,
And
the boat.
The boats.
Oh,
The
the
boats.
boat, that freaking like wagon, that shit.
Carolyn,
too.
didn't y'all have a boat challenge though?
What?
Didn't y'all have a boat challenge on
I
y'all
didn't row.
season?
Because I was rowing backwards, and so they just told me to stop.
Ha! Now she was in. She
I
was in at the boat.
love
We
you.
was like this. That's okay, Ian. Just look for caskets.
If I'm not going to be helping, I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. I'm not strong. And yeah, that's a bad look, but good.
Girl, I love you. It's just like,
I-
all right, fuck it. You guys do it.
I'm lazy as shit, and I really am not strong, and I don't mean to be a burden on the team, but I was.
Love how honest and
I
self-aware she
love
is.
how honest
I
you are.
sucked. It
I
was bad. But,
appreciate it. Okay, so their goal is to get out Natalie at the table. You know, they're
ugh.
in the car. That's their goal. The same people before, Maura,
Yep.
Mark, Rob are talking about, talking about getting out Natalie. Now, Natalie is worried about Rob having this dagger because they're trying to figure out how they're going to rally the votes against Rob R. when Maura and Mark are not going to do that.
Uh-huh.
We know that.
Maura and Rob.
I'm sorry,
Mark seemed
Maura
kind of
and
Yeah,
Maura
was thinking
and
Mark might.
Mark, I'm sorry, are not going to do that. That's what she
Okay.
was worried about.
Maura
That's what
and
she was worried.
Rob.
Maura
No,
and Rob,
Maura,
Maura and
M-
Mark are not going to vote
Maura
against
and
Rob.
right.
I was
Yes.
thinking he
Mark
might.
seemed kind of, open to
Well,
it.
this is her talking in the car.
Oh,
Natalie was
okay.
talking and she was saying she's worried about Rob having this dagger and her, Tara, and Johnny are trying to figure out how they're going to get the votes to go against Rob R because of this dagger. And she's like, when they know that he has Maura and Mark, they are not going to do that. So they're like, we got to get Eric, whatever.
Oh,
That
it
part.
sucks.
That part, it sucks. Tara tells Mark that she thinks that Rob R and Natalie say the same thing about him being performative. Like he really was putting on a show. He was really upset about not getting this like shield. Like he's really putting on the act, which we all see that. Okay. Johnny tells Eric, which I don't know why Johnny tells Eric anything.
Yeah.
After like he obviously has come for you in the past. I would never talk to somebody who's come at me in the past.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. Johnny tells Eric that Natalie is pushing for Rob R.
Mm.
Rob R and Mara have a conversation once again about going after Natalie. Johnny and Sarah, whatever her fucking name is, Tara, have a conversation about sitting back now. Now, this is weird to me.
Oh,
You sat here, you put on this whole like, come here, girl, we're gonna kumbaya, we're gonna talk. I don't think that you're a traitor. I agree with you. You did this the whole entire episode. Okay. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what is giving, and please, if people understand this, say it, okay? It is giving white woman tears. Okay.
Oh.
I have never in my life just seen somebody just like, I'm so on your team, and then be like, okay, now we're gonna sit back and we're gonna let them go through it.
Oh.
It was wild to me to see
Yeah.
her and Johnny have this type of conversation. And then I'll let Hannah pick up after that. I think we're at the round table.
At the round
Carolyn.
table. Okay.
Oh, I want to hear Carolyn's thoughts, if
No,
you
I
don't
wanna hear
mind.
Hannah's.
No. I was actually just going to ask you guys, like, what are your thoughts about all of that before we get to the round table?
Go ahead, Carolyn.
I'm being so polite. I'm proud of myself, and I want to know.
Don't be polite.
I
Don't be
wanna know,
polite.
Tiffany, what you do with that ball behind you, because I'm working out too.
I look at it.
Or let me tell you what she used to do: sit on it and then try to film podcasts. Is
Yeah,
nice to
it's
be
good.
like,
You're not
please
doing
get a
workouts
chair.
with it?
It's good for your posture.
Oh, that's what I need, posture help. But like I've been working out because Natalie's inspiring me.
Yeah.
I am good. I love those muscles.
I
Really
know.
like. I'm like.
I know. And then,
"Ugh."
like, as we get older as women, we gotta like, oh shit, I'm kind of tight
It looks
though.
like I have
Shit.
nothing.
Damn, bitch, I ain't gotta work out. Sorry.
I am.
Wait,
Why
can you?
did
Did you hear that?
Tiffany went into a robot. Oh,
Oh, whoa.
Okay, I don't
can't
got one
lift
of
it all the way
those.
up yet. No, I'm really
That's
like taking it
professional.
No,
seriously. I'm
this is
trying to get
good
an
too,
ass.
Carolyn. Like if you put it back here and do this, that
Oh,
works your triceps.
See, she's
But don't drop
sending
it
me.
on your head.
Oh,
Yeah,
girl,
be careful. Be
not on
careful.
the
Be careful.
podcast. We do not have insurance here.
She's
Be careful.
sending
Be
me.
careful.
She's sending me some workouts, and I'm gonna. Oh, I've
Oh,
given up
Natalie
refusing.
is? Oh, why should I have her
Yeah,
send me some?
because I'm like,
You should.
girl, because she really like had me like.
Okay, sorry,
I always
Hannah.
thought that I could just do Pilates. You can't do that shit. You need to do weight. She's like, girl, you need to add some weight. So anyway, I'm getting
Yeah.
serious
You
about
can
it. I
still do
put,
Pilates.
but it's
You can do
so.
both.
I
I
just
do
want like
Pilates.
I feel like it's like so I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just standing on my toe and like
No,
balancing.
go
And
to
like,
a reformer Pilates class. You need a reformer class.
I don't want to be around people looking at my
Okay, let's
abs.
talk about it later. Go ahead, Hannah.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want people
So
looking at my ass.
walking into the round table,
Yep.
Natalie, Tara, and Johnny, especially Natalie and Tara, are on
Ugh.
Rob. Now, on the flip side, you have Rob, you have Eric, and you have Maura, particularly Rob and Eric, who have been pushing Natalie all day because Natalie is not part of their master plan. They do not want Natalie by any means in the endgame. So we pretty much know that either Natalie or Rob will be banished at this round table. Mark is somewhere in the middle. He seems open to potentially banishing Rob, but he hasn't quite made up his mind yet. Mark mentioned. Okay, so Tara starts it out by saying, I'm actually going to keep mom at this round table because I feel guilty. What? I was not too pleased to hear that because as you said, Big D, what do you mean you've been planting these seeds all day? And now when it comes time to state your
Grow them,
case,
sow your
Yeah.
seeds, sow your royal oats. Let's go.
yeah, I was a bit confused about that. I was wondering why she decided to announce, like, I'm going to be quiet at this round table instead of just being quiet and letting Natalie do the talking. So anyway, Rob is the one who like actually starts off the conversation. He says, Natalie, you know, you've been confiding in me this entire time, but you have pulled back in the last couple days. And then Natalie says, well, Rob, I also feel the same way about you. I've felt a shift in your demeanor over the last couple days, and I can't quite figure out why. And then Natalie kind of like rests on the defense that she's been using, which is all of the gamers left within the first like 3 weeks. Why would I
Crazy.
kill my built-in allies, the people who would have my back maybe more so than people who have never played a game with me before? And Mark goes, well, that's kind of the perfect alibi. Like that's the perfect excuse that you would use as a traitor. And she was like, I get that, but also I need people in this castle, just like you had Kristen, just like Rob has Maura,
Yeah,
just like Johnny and Tara
exactly.
have each other.
So who did
You
I
can't get
have? I
rid of
killed all
every
these people.
single
I have who?
person.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like
That
you at least want to
smoked
keep a
that
couple of
argument
them
out
in.
off the table. It did. Like seriously, Mark? Like that's her strategy to be a lone wolf at the end?
Mhm.
Because these
Dumbass.
people don't
Because last
think,
time I
oh
checked, it takes two
no,
people to
no,
tangle.
Mark.
Like
It takes two people to tangle, and to
yes.
cha-cha, and to salsa,
And to
Well,
samba.
well,
and
tango.
sombra.
mhm.
So what the hell he
Yes.
thought he was playing, I don't know.
Because these people, I think it was Carolyn who said, like, I just need the most basic level of strategy from you guys, meaning the faithfuls, and I'm not getting that. And I think these people are thinking about things and considering things at such a superficial level that
Yeah.
for myself, it's very frustrating to watch because I'm a gamer and I appreciate strategy and you've sent all the strategists home. So kind of, and the personality. Where are we?
This all started, in my opinion, when Johnny came walking into the little area where there's all the candies in the sink and whatever room that is where the candies are.
Yeah.
I love that. So anyway, he comes in and he's like, oh, I don't know. Or were they in the bar? I was maybe thinking about the candy, but my point is Johnny comes in and he takes Tara off her scent. He took her off of, and so Tara, oh, well, I guess we could do that. And it's like, stop listening to Johnny. And it's like, it triggered every time in my life that some man has told me to go a different way, or some man has completely fucked over what I truly wanted to do and just ruined my whole freaking life. So that's what this episode brought out in me, was just like all these men who are just dream killers and who are, but he silenced her. And yes, Tara made the decision to ultimately like not do shit or stand up for her fellow woman. But like, as soon as I feel like she really was with Natalie. I did. I feel like it was like, yeah, I got to do this. Then Johnny comes in, and it was just like,
I
gotta
think
go with
she
Johnny.
could have probably played a better game without depending upon Johnny. If she would have
I
had to be
agree.
by herself, she could have
Mhm.
probably had a great relationship and pairing with Natalie, and they could have probably done
Agreed.
some damage.
I'm gonna give
Agreed.
a hot take. I think when they were doing casting, you had to have Johnny and
Yeah,
her
they did.
because of the fact that we're promoting the
I mean,
The
Olympics.
Winter Olympics.
from a casting perspective, that was exactly what was supposed to happen. They wanted them both. They picked them both as a team. But from a
Yeah,
gaming perspective for
Mhm.
Tara, if she would have come without Johnny, she could have played better just
for
on her own
sure.
because she leaned to him for a lot of her decisions and her
A lot,
thoughts.
all
And
of
she
her
didn't trust
decisions.
herself, and she trusted him and what he thought was going on.
I wanted her to
Oh,
just
Completely
so
agree.
badly be with Natalie. I was like, this is so effing disappointing. I was pissed, and she handled herself so well. And
Mhm.
just the way that she just, and now you're acting traitor. What did Tara say? Now you're acting like a traitor bee. No, she's pissed at you, man. Like, look at
Yeah.
all day you've been like acting like you're gonna be with her, and then you just throw her out to die. I was so mad. I was like,
I was mad too.
and then
Yeah.
to be like, switch it up and be like, now she's kind of acting like a traitor. She's
Yeah.
fucking pissed at you. I
Yeah.
just no,
Exactly.
I don't go around all day and then get scared when it comes down to the final hour. I would be so pissed if I were Natalie, but also I get that she's probably not shocked because look what the people left. You
Consider the
can't come up
source.
with a
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hannah. Go
And
ahead.
no, don't apologize.
I
Natalie
interrupted you.
says, no, it's okay. Natalie says, why am I still here? I just haven't been able to shake, like, especially when I was in the dungeon last night. Why am I still here? Who is my
Mhm.
traitor angel? Who is protecting me? Rob, you and I have been close this entire time. You also looked very defeated at breakfast, but it was a
Yeah, we did.
manufactured sort of defeated. You've never shown enough emotion for me to ever infer whether you're sad, upset, let alone defeated. So that to me was odd. You've been pulling away from me, and Candace just randomly throws a vote on you twice. So then Mark kind of chimes in and goes, yeah, I mean, Candace was a very smart and strategic player. I don't know if I necessarily believe that any of her moves and decisions in this game were random. And that's when Tara goes like, well, yeah, I mean, maybe Candace was leaving a breadcrumb here and there, or maybe Candace was just, I don't even know. Maybe it was truly a throwaway vote. So yeah,
Why
at
say
that point,
that?
I know. At that point, I would have been
It was
very, very peeved if I were
Why
Natalie.
why say that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree. I
Scared ass.
understand exactly how Natalie felt in that moment.
Yeah.
When
Mhm.
you're rage baiting me now.
Yeah.
Now you gonna
Yeah.
sit over there and you gonna sit there and try to play that little game over there, little girl, talking about some
After you brought this to me.
me.
Yeah. Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I don't blame her. Let me tell you something. It, go ahead, Hannah. I'll say my thoughts.
No,
Go
say
ahead,
your
Hannah.
thoughts.
I just
Professor
know because
Frazier.
I'm a wait. Thank you. I just want to make sure. Like, let me tell you something. I know. Okay, do it like how Mara does it. Okay, was a little bit like, like a little upset and a little aggressive, a little bit too much for me. Okay, let me tell you something. She got a fucking wake up call. That's what she did. You
Yep.
want to play? You want to play with me, bitch? I'ma play with you. I don't blame Natalie being like, girl,
Mhm.
wake up. Let me tell you something. Something about the gamers this season. Something about the gamers this season, okay? They are not taking no shit from anybody.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Mm-mm.
I mean, poor Rob C, he didn't get his chance, and poor Ian, but between Tiffany, Jam, and Natalie, at these moments, they're like, mother, stop
Good.
playing in our faces, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad
No.
at it. It gives you a good wake-up call to stop playing games. And, she probably had to sit there, and she probably said, oh my God, I felt so attacked.
No, that's literally what she said. She said
Yes, I
she was
felt
attacked, and so she had to attack Natalie back. And Natalie was like, okay, so now you're just not only being cowardly, but you're being messy. And that's not the way that Natalie plays. Natalie was like, I don't like the mess. How dare you leave me out to dry? We talked about this. So Rob's defense to Natalie accusing him is Candace was just being weird. And Maura goes, yes, that. So what's interesting to me is no defense is ever good enough if it's against Rob. Maura consistently said, she didn't come to me with anything. She had no reasoning. Rob was like, I'm not really hearing evidence from you. I think at some point, Eric and Mark even said, like, yeah, there's really no tangible evidence here. Natalie laid out an intro paragraph, the body of the essay, the conclusion, the acknowledgments, the bibliography. And Rob's only rebuttal is Candace was just being weird. And that satisfied this group of faithful.
Yep.
You know what else I noticed about Rob at this round table? When he started talking, he was cursing. And he hasn't cursed a lot. And I was like, that would be suspicious to me because he's got a lot of emotion. It's like it's like what Derek Levasseur said, even though he was wrong about Sierra cursing. But this case, Rob has not shown a lot of emotion and a lot of language in that way. So it was kind of interesting that he was like trying to be persuasive with the cuss words. Yeah.
That part.
He's
That
cracking.
part.
It takes
Yeah.
a toll. I think, like, just mentally, it's like, and just being tired and
And Eric is not saying a thing.
Girl,
as per usual.
girl.
Mark has been in this episode 3 times as much as Eric. That's how you know.
That's
how you know you're not
Eric
getting the screen time.
Eric is production at this point. He is production. He's behind the camera. I have never seen somebody, baby, what is wrong? Like, I have never seen somebody get a role. You're supposed to be this like music artist. You would think that, right, you would think that you could understand how to play a role as a music artist. Usually music artists are characters. But like your role is to be a traitor and be in disguise.
I mean, I flopped a whole shit ton, but at least I was weird. But I mean,
but you were yourself. You were yourself.
Flop or something.
Yes, just say something. Just say, you know what, Rob? Yeah. You know what, so-and-so?
I agree with what she just said.
Yeah, like you just gotta be like, what the? I hate it.
Yeah, it's a quiet season. This episode for real. I was like, let's just. And then the round table was so infuriating. So I can't wait for the next to see the winner, Rob and no.
Oh, I'll move quickly.
So.
I'll move quickly. Okay.
So I'm just. Am I being a
No.
I just
no.
This episode for me. I don't even know how we got an hour and 30 minutes out of it.
We were talking
40
about
minutes,
us for 30 minutes.
40
minutes was us. 10 minutes apiece.
Really quickly before we get to the vote. So, Johnny, the only thing he says is, I don't really know where the numbers lie, and so I'm not going to say anything. Again, it's cowardly. It's messy. I would be very, very frustrated if I were Natalie. Maura is relentlessly backing up Rob. And yes, I get that they're from the same show. Maura has been so ever supportive of Rob. What has Rob realistically done for Maura in this game, aside from keeping her safe, which Maura does not know? So I'm just wondering why Maura is showing this like unconditional loyalty when she's not necessarily getting that in return. That's just, again, something that I
don't know why you're giving Lawrence fish burn.
I know that part.
They came from a show called Love Island.
Yeah, but they weren't on the same season. They're not even from the same country.
Yeah, but they understand what it's like to be in the castle by themselves.
Tell them more.
They weren't on the same season.
Thank you. Okay, because he picked her up in that one challenge. She said, after that one challenge of him picking her up,
running,
that was it. Okay,
you ever had a man carry you over his shoulders?
That's all it took.
Anybody, y'all ever had a man carry y'all over his shoulders?
Nobody could pick up my big ass, heavy like Big D. What the fuck? Who the fuck is picking me up, man? They break their whole fucking back. I wish
someone to pick me up.
I would love somebody to pick me up. Okay.
Okay. So, let's see. Rob and Maura think that Natalie is just too smart to defer to Tara's plan. They're like, this just seems fishy. Tara brings this idea to you and you're just going to roll with it. You're going to give this plan legs. And now Tara doesn't even seem like she's that passionate about it. Natalie, you don't seem like a follower. This seems like you're a traitor, and this is kind of like your lifeline. So anyway, we get to the vote. Alan says, if you are in possession of the dagger, you need to use it. Rob says, that's me. So Rob now has 2 votes at this round table. Tara, because of that exchange between herself and Natalie, is now suspicious of Natalie because Nat's been glaring at her. Rob is feeling very paranoid, very vulnerable because this is the first time that his name has been floated publicly and they've actually discussed it at a round table with the exception of Candace. And Natalie is mad at Tara. So kind of going into this vote, either Tara, Rob, or Natalie will be banished. Now, surprise, surprise, despite all of that discourse surrounding Rob actually gets 0 votes at this round table.
Crazy.
And in my notes, I literally just have how.
How?
I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but
I
it says
see it.
how right there. Nat votes for Tara and essentially says, Tara, you played me. No, I'm sorry.
She said?
Wait, what does Natalie say? Oh, yeah, no, Natalie does say, like, Tara, you played me, you brought me this idea, and now you want to hide. So I feel like you kind of set me up to look guilty.
Yeah,
so
but
that's why
she
she votes for
her?
Tara.
Did she just give up? That's
Instead
how
of voting
I saw it.
Rob.
I saw.
I
like,
thought she was
no
going to vote
voting.
Rob. I would have still
Yeah,
voted
vote
Rob.
Rob, girl. But I saw it as like she was like was reading the room and was feeling like no one was on her side, so she just was like, "Screw it, fuck you."
Yep.
Tara.
Yeah.
That's how I.
That's what happened. That's what happened in that moment because that voting exchange, it looked like everybody was really talking with their eyes in this voting. I'm not gonna lie. Like you could definitely tell there was a lot of edits and cuts, but people were talking with their eyes at this time. And when the table gets smaller, I definitely can see people being able to talk more with their eyes or how they look or looking at somebody else. So
let down.
Yeah,
When Johnny was doing sign language, when Tara and Natalie was going back at it, he was like, I thought he was skating with his hands.
Yeah, he was nervous. Let me tell you something. I don't know what another thing. I just don't like that exchange, if that makes sense. If you guys could read between that line, I didn't like how she tried to play like, oh, I feel attacked.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
No, you never had any intention of following through with this. You didn't.
Correct.
You didn't have.
She looked at Johnny. She said, "Johnny, we need to stop this."
Yep.
Yes, she did. She did. Like
she didn't. I think she started out with like maybe a little bit, but she so
she retreated.
So don't blame her and be like, I feel attacked and now I didn't vote that way. You never were going to, girl.
Never.
Yeah. Okay, so with Rob puts his 2 votes on Natalie, citing like, Natalie, you've just been very reserved with me. Yeah, exactly. So he used his dagger, 2 votes on Natalie. Natalie's been pulling away from him. He just doesn't feel as close to her anymore. Mark votes for Natalie and says, Natalie, you're a gamer. There's no one better at this than you. Tara votes for Natalie, even though she doesn't think that Natalie is a traitor after their conversations today. But she feels attacked, and so that's why she is throwing a vote on Natalie. Maura, Eric, and Johnny also vote for Natalie. So Natalie, who got every single vote except her own, ends up leaving the castle. And of course, she reveals that she's a faithful. This is the first time that I've ever seen Natalie get emotional. She didn't flat out cry, but you could see that there were tears in her eyes. And that didn't make me smile to watch.
Yeah, I was sad. That was sad.
Yeah.
It was very sad to watch, but I also love that she told Johnny, like, don't say you're sorry.
Yeah.
Don't you say you're sorry. I don't blame you. I would too. Like, don't say you're sorry.
Because you're not.
You're not. You're not. You're not at all. You two played this whole like best friend duo type of shit. Like, and here's the thing, my ass in this moment, if I was still in this castle, I would have to get one of those two. I would be like, I would just, even if I'm thinking it's Rob, I'm like, I gotta get one of these two because they've been running these
Sure.
tables now at this point of dumb shit. So yeah,
I was never thought them. I loved them the episode before. I was like loving their like just dumbness and like them going and let's tell everybody and like them just being open now about their
yeah.
relationship. I liked it. I just thought like, well, they're being kind of fun. I've never gone from like love to like
Discuss.
why.
That part.
There's no one like who are
That
we
part.
rooting for? Like who do
That
we
part.
want to? I think at this Rob is the only one who should win at this point.
Oh yeah,
I
100%. And
agree with that.
I don't
I
even
love
want
Mark's
Eric to hear
reaction.
him.
I love Mark's
Yeah, he
reaction.
flipped that
He
boy.
gave me a real reaction.
He was pissed.
He flipped that boy
Mhm.
like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing here? What am
I
I
Mark
think he
doing?
didn't think it was
mentioned,
Yeah, and
Natalie.
then it's like,
I don't think Mark thought it was Natalie. I
Yeah.
think he just wanted to vote with
I
the
think he thinks it's
majority.
Rob.
Girl.
I think that now,
It's-
because when he threw that thing, he looked at Rob like, I think it's you now at this point. Like, I think he
Yeah.
kind of knows, but I just don't, he ain't got the numbers. He ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
Quick question, guys. If Rob didn't have the dagger, meaning there would have only been, I think, 7 votes at this round table, meaning you would have only needed technically 4 votes to banish someone, do you think Rob would have gone home?
No.
Hell
Wow.
no. You got none.
Mm-mm.
You
No
think
matter
No,
he
what.
had
Tara and
the
Johnny
dagger?
were going to vote together and they weren't going to vote for him. People knowing Tara and Johnny weren't going to vote for him, weren't going to vote for him either. They needed the votes.
Yeah, they ain't get the votes.
Yeah.
They ain't get the votes.
That's
So,
clear.
what
Gotcha.
happens after this? I think the rest is just.
Yeah. Okay, so Rob and Maura are basically like Johnny and Tara. They tag teamed Nat. It's those two. They set Natalie up. Of course, Rob knows that they didn't, but Maura's like, yeah, whatever you say, Rob. Mark
That's-
believes.
That dick gotta
said
be
what?
great. That dick gotta be good
Shut
for
up,
all that.
Derek.
Crazy.
Hannah's parents watch this
I'm sorry.
podcast.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, Sanjeev.
Oh God. What was I gonna say? Mark believes Tara, and Tara's reaction, because Tara got very emotional after they ended up banishing Natalie, and he was kind of comforting her. But Mark brings up like Eric has said nothing in this episode. Johnny
Nothing.
also sus Eric and Rob as the remaining traitors. I think Johnny and
God.
Tara were thinking like it's Rob, but the second one is probably Natalie, or maybe it's someone else. I don't know. We
Yeah.
get rid of Natalie. It wasn't her. Let's repivot back to Rob. But Johnny points out the
Clocks
fact
it.
that Eric has had no attention on him, so he hasn't really had any like challenging moments yet. Eric has the shield, so the traitors can murder anyone when they're up in the turret tonight. Eric and Rob, they kind of know they have the game in their hands because at this point there are 6 people left. They're about to kill 1 person. So it's going to be 2v3, and Rob has Maura in his back pocket. So
Mm.
it's essentially 3v2. So I would feel like I'm in a great place as well. Eric didn't say anything at the round table, so Rob kind of points that out and goes, yeah, we got to do something about that. And then Alan comes in and says, this is the last murder. You guys are going to pick someone, and I'm going to summon you all to the front of the castle, and I'm going to name that person, and they're going to get in the casket, and you guys better put on your best acting poker faces. And the last thing we get kind of before they talk about who they should murder is Rob is sensitive and he has such a big heart, and he's really being given a very good edit. Because yes, he's being duplicitous, and yes, he's manipulative. We've seen that from him, but it's clear that the show also wants to humanize him. So kind of moving into who is up for
Crazy how they
murder.
pick how to do
Eric
that.
need to fight to kill Maura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
or Johnny or Tara, because I would not want to go to
No,
the end
Maura.
with a strong duo. You know they're going to
Maura.
vote together.
I want this traitor's ally dead.
Yeah.
Oh, but is Eric wanting to win this game by himself? Like, I don't know if he
Well,
is.
No,
here's the
don't know if
thing.
he is.
Here's the
He's
thing.
not gonna be able
Eric,
to do that tomorrow face to face. I feel like I don't feel like he'll be able to like turn his back to her and whatever. So I think it'd be easier for him to just murder her, to be honest. And like he said, he can use it works in his benefit too to murder her as well. But I truly think that it would be too hard for him to screw her over
Yeah.
at the end. I do.
Rob
Yes,
or
Rob
Eric?
to do that tomorrow.
Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
be easier for him to just murder
He
her
needs her to die. He
for
needs her to
for
die.
his own like love story.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
so he could
It'd be
play
too
like a
much for
faithful.
him.
Like, they got rid of my person.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a
Um,
good cover for him because, like, I do believe that.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know where I am now. Okay.
No, you're
no,
fine.
no, you're absolutely right. But the thing about Mora is she's so gullible. She really does just take everything at face value, does not use any sort of critical thinking whatsoever, doesn't question anything that Rob says. And so I guess that's why you would keep her in the game as Rob.
Absolutely, but I feel like he's got enough of them. He's got enough
Yeah.
numbers at this point. It's true. You don't even
Yeah.
need her. And if she's dead, like, I would never kill her. I'm not the traitor. So it's a good
Yeah.
defense too.
He could
Yes.
fry
Mhm.
breakfast.
Everyone's following him.
Or in
Real
front of
tears.
everyone when they're about
Real
to
tears.
Yeah,
kill
I
her.
just think I think that her being murdered would
Yep.
help him too. I do.
100%. 100%.
And then for Johnny, they say, well, we can kill Johnny. We'll split up that duo. And then Tara becomes this wild card. Again, I do not want to go to the end with Johnny and Tara because if there are 4 people standing in the
Yeah.
circle of truth, those 2 control the vote. So that would be very scary for me. They could kill Tara. They could easily frame Johnny. Wait, no. They didn't say that. I'm so sorry. I retract that. They could kill Tara. However, she's been like the scapegoat for the traitor. So they sort
Yep.
of need her in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to be her. And then finally, we get to Mark. Mark trusts Rob, but so does everyone else. He's never going to be banished, and he's on to Eric. So it seems like that's the direction that they're leaning towards. Moving into the next episode, people have thrown out Eric's name. They've thrown out Tara's name. They've thrown out Johnny's name. They've even thrown out Rob's name as of this episode. No one suspects Mora or Mark. So I'm thinking either Mora or Mark will be killed. And that is the penultimate episode, the semifinal of this season. It was underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. I thought the episode was blah. Unfortunately, I hope that next season we really do pick, even if we're picking people outside of gamers, I need people with personalities. Like, it don't matter. Yeah, like, give me some people that personalities. You're gonna give me an Olympian? Give me an Olympian that got some personality. Give me some personalities. Call up, what's his name? Usain Bolt. Give me some personality.
Does he have a big personality? Do we know?
Oh my God, Usain Bolt is a big personality, girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's all. Okay.
It's
Anybody else
just
got
not
anything?
quiet. And I get that it can't be
Yeah.
all tornadoes. It can't be. But like,
No.
yeah, it's just real quiet at the end.
Mhm.
But at least with like Gabby, I was entertained. Like,
Oh,
Gabby wasn't.
totally.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying,
It's
I
just
just
quiet
need
right
some
now.
people that are just a little bit. These are really, really quiet people, and it's just a little bit too much for me. So, Tiff, you have anything else?
No.
All right.
Tired.
Yeah, she's exhausted.
I'm
We wore her out this
I am.
week.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
weird.
trying to hold my
Car-
eyes open.
Carolyn,
No,
Carolyn,
thank you.
I just want to say thank
Yeah,
you so much
you're amazing.
for just spending the time with us. This was a
Yeah.
long episode. I really did enjoy this with you.
Sandra did.
I'm glad I got a chance to know you more. I love
Yeah.
spending time with you every single time. You are truly a one of a kind.
Yes.
And like, just thank you for coming onto our platform and just talking some shit with us and having fun. Like, we really
You
do
gotta
appreciate
come
it.
back. Even if you're not, I know you
What I
watch
meant-
Survivor. You gotta come back.
I will.
Okay.
Ask me any effing time. But
Okay.
what I meant by Sandra warned me, what I meant by that
Yeah.
is warn me because I was trying to call her. I'm like, girl, why aren't you picking up? And she was talking to y'all. And
Oh,
that-
yeah.
yeah. And she's like, girl, I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah. So that's what I meant. Like, so I knew, like, y'all like to talk too. Like, I talked too. I was the one.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. But I was trying to get I'm like, why is she not answering her phone? But she was with you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
ask
we
me
have
anytime.
fun,
But
too.
actually, you might get people commenting saying, don't ask her because I am very bad with tangents. So if this is
No.
my last time,
No.
No,
you're always
no,
welcome.
no.
Always
I
welcome.
agree. Thank you.
No.
Thank
Always
you. Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you so
Good night,
Thank you so much for your
everybody.
time,
Good night.
Carolyn. It was so great to meet you. You're
Guys,
lovely.
please-
You. Should I
Please
stop
remember.
it first to make sure
No,
it's
no, hold on.
uploaded?
No, don't stop
Wait, hold on,
anything.
guys.
How
Please
can they
remember.
find you online,
Guys, please.
Carolyn? How can they follow you?
Yeah.
Oh, I have enough followers. I'm good for
Okay.
now.
Oh, are you still doing your podcast? You're doing
I'm
your
doing
podcast,
it when
right?
I'm so bad at like follow me. If you fuck it or just if you want to follow me, I'm here.
Well, you and
I'm
Jam
in the
Jam have your
process.
podcast, right?
Girl, if we could get some consistency with it, because
Oh,
it's me and
That it
Jam,
does.
then
You gotta be consistent. Yeah.
we're all yeah, we've been kind of no, we've been kind of you know what I'm saying? Sometimes
yeah.
me and Jam and his schedule is like just
Yeah.
we don't have like
Schedules
y'all, I
are
like
tough.
this. We're doing it
Yeah.
and it's like just stay up a little bit later and get it done.
Yeah.
That's how I prefer it, but
Say it again, Carolyn.
it's just
We do.
you
It's
might be
just
tired
Get 'em.
sometimes,
it's
but
a
just get it
right.
done.
It's
So
a
then
teamwork thing. It wasn't like this always. Like it took us a while to get
Yeah.
like this, and
Okay.
like Hannah got us together. Okay,
Derek got
so
us
yeah.
together. I don't know what my
why don't you
part
just
is. I might well be an intern.
no, just stop.
We have 2 interns, 1 production. So
Okay.
guys, please remember
Bye,
to like.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Should I
Please
wait?
remember
Make
to
sure
like,
you
subscribe,
like,
and comment.
you comment, and you subscribe. Thanks
Derek,
for
are we
watching.
all
And tune in next
uploaded?
week for the finale.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I was going to close this out.
Yes, go ahead,
No,
Hannah.
it's okay.
I haven't hit the stop button. Go, Hannah.
No, it's okay. Good night,
Hannah, you
guys.
gotta go because I didn't hit the stop button. So no. What were you gonna say about finale?
I was just going to say, tune in next week to see it's okay. Tune in next week to see our coverage of the finale episode as well as the reunion. It's been a great season so far. Thank you again, Carolyn, and good night, guys.
Praying for some drama at that reunion. Thank you.
Let's see.